everybody. Welcome to the MURCA Guns and Freedom Podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just an open, free-for-all chat. Feel free to ask any question, suggest any topic, or call me out if you think I've been wrong about something I've said has irritated you. Did I irritate you by saying something about your supreme leader or one of your favorite guns or anything like that? Feel free to come in, let me know. We can even have a face-to-face conversation. We can even record it and make a little segment of Slap the Yank or Spank the Yank. You can put it on your web channel if you want to. So feel free to do that. As always tonight, I want to start off by reading the names of people that have ordered merchandise in the last 24 hours, because that does go to support the TYMP program, which is a very important program. And I want to thank people for doing it. We got Jonathan Aho. Kevin Mabry was yesterday. I'm pretty sure I read that. And Stefan Carroll. We got Jonathan Aho, John Fitzgerald, Danielle Constantino. Is that how you say that? Derek Thompson. Danielle, did I say that right? Daniel, did I say that right? Derek Thompson, Trevor Bailey, Chris LaRue, which sounds like a stripper name. LaRue. If his first name was like Cheeky LaRue, it would definitely be a stripper name. Jason Lassen, Toby Person, and Richard Thomas all ordered merchandise. We do have, remember, right now, if you're wanting to get it, I advertised it today, so I don't know how much longer it will last. Most of those people that I just read their name were getting one of these. I've got the cotton shirts up, and now these are pure bootleg. So as soon as they catch these, they're going to take these down. And I advertised them today, and that usually leads to getting them taken down. So if you want in this country, we used to shoot Nazis with the cotton hill on it. Well, you better get it soon, because like I said, I advertised them today. It's been an amazing selling shirt. I think this might end up being my best selling shirt yet. Probably sold 15 of these. At least. And you think 15, that's not much. Well, my shirts generally sell about 3 or 4 of each design. So, and then there's some designs that have had 10. I think one's even sold like 30, but this one's on its way to being the biggest design. Even though I don't think it should be the biggest design. I think this one should be a bigger design, because I just really like this one. That's the Pete's Grindhouse. That one's also available now if you want to go get that one. I'm getting off track here. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I want to remind everyone, today's the last chance, today and tomorrow. By the time you see this, today's last chance if you want to become a Patreon member or Subscribe Star member and be entered into the monthly friend drawing, silver bullet drawings, things like that. Today's last day. You do still have a little time to get into the Subscribe Star giveaway, where we are giving away the custom made. Where's it at? I just had it up. Where did it go? It disappeared. Where did it go? Hold on. I got to get it back up. There we go. This right here, the gun that my viewers helped build. You all chose all the parts, put it together, and now we've got our custom TYMP Zombie Slayer PSA dagger here. We'll be giving that away not too long from now. You got like a week and a half left to get involved in that. So if you want to become a Subscribe Star member, any tier over on Subscribe Star comes with entries. You get one for every $5 and then so on. Information's on my webpage, tympistolproject.com. So go on over there if you would like. How do I hide that? There we go. Let me get rid of that too. But as I was saying, those people bought merchandise, so thank you to them. I don't think we got any new Subscribe Star members or Patreon members today, so I don't got to read any of that. Remember, if you want to become Patreon member, be involved in the $800 gift certificate giveaway we do monthly, go over and become a Patreon member tonight. Or if you want to be in the Subscribe Star drawing, go become a Subscribe Star member. If you want to buy merchandise, go buy merchandise. You can do all of it from tympistolproject.com. That's my website. You can go over there. You can even register over there to be a beneficiary of TYMP. We've gotten a lot of entries this month, I think. From based on what I've seen, a lot of entries for TYMP this month. We usually don't get nearly as many. So I'm glad to see that the word is getting out a little bit. But now that I've said that, let's go ahead and get started with the actual chat. Ramon D says Yankee Marshall for guns advocate president. Is there a president of gun advocacy? I didn't know that was a thing. I don't want to be president of nothing. Sounds like work. Although I hear Trump don't work hard, so maybe you don't have to work hard as president. But if you do that, you give away all your power to other people, and I don't want to do that. But I still don't want to work. So I did it for years. I don't like it. I don't know about the rest of you. Some of you really like it. I don't like it. Someone's wanting me to make magnets. I will make them tonight, and then I will send you an email. All right. Let me get over to the questions over here. I don't know if I finished the spiel, but we're going to get over to the questions over here. I just saw an email come in, and it distracted me. Let's get started here with questions. Let's hope we get some good, juicy questions tonight. We got one coming in here real quick from Trailers Looking for Full Trailers that says, do you think in the Estados Unidos Mexicanos versus Smith & Wesson, the gun control advocates will win the case at the Supreme Court? No. Don't think they got a rat's chance in hell of doing that. I just can't see how it could even be possible. But I haven't really studied the case. The only way I could even be able to see that it would be allowed to proceed is if they can show that Smith & Wesson is illegally selling guns to people across the border, or making it easy for people to buy guns on the border and then illegally transport them across. If Smith & Wesson was actively involved in that, how like sometimes, a rogue vice president of, like those kind of things. Well, then they'd have a case because that's Smith & Wesson engaging in illegal activity. If it's just that, the Smith & Wesson M&P's been popular in crime, we're going to sue Smith. You can't do that. They'd have to be able to show that Smith & Wesson was committing a crime willingly and deliberately putting guns in the hands of people that shouldn't have them just for profit. Then they would have a chance. But I haven't seen anything that proves that, even hints at that yet. If someone has seen different, let me know. Like I said, I like being informed, so come and inform me. What was I doing? Okay, let me get back over here to transactions so I can see if there's any questions coming in. Those are not questions. Those are people buying stuff. Here's one. Jason Thompson, that's Officer Tater Hater, said, I'm driving now and won't listen to this till tomorrow. Sent emails. I think Lizzo's on to me. Well, I hope so. I hope he's not that stupid. I hope he's caught on. I did see your email you sent about, I think Lizzo caught on to me. Where was that? That was, okay. Then we got Dale Rickety chiming in here. Dale Rickety chiming in and saying, I got nothing. Always with the hard hitting questions there, Dale Rickety. You can always count on him to stir the pot or stir the pudding at his age, I would say. Jude Resignola paid his $2 tithe to Phil because he's a good Philistine. I agree 100%. Maneuvering would definitely be an issue indoors, but over penetration also. Yeah, I don't worry as much about the over penetration. He's talking about what we were talking about in the earlier segment, the shooting the shit with the Yankee. I worry more about the maneuverability. Then we got Trevor Cargile also weighing in, paying his $2 tithe to Phil. And he said, sent email about the new CRSX. I don't expect you to read the entire email on air. Well, if it's long, you definitely guarantee I ain't going to read it on air. But let's see. I'll get to the emails here in a few minutes. Let's see if I can find it. When did you send it? Because there it is right there. I found it. Never mind. I'll show the email when we get to it. I can't guarantee I'll read all of it. I might paraphrase because there's a lot there. I don't like reading anything more than like 3 or 4 sentences. I think most people know that. And even if they're run-on sentences, 2 or 3 maybe. Let's see here. I will get to your email here in just a little bit. I'm interested to hear what you got to say. Johnny Mandrick chimed in here. got a couple entries into the silver bullet drawing and said, sorry, I missed the question portion of the show. Drop you have to practice routine I'd recommend. You have, I think he means, do you have a practice routine you'd recommend? Not really. I mean, I would suggest people take a course on how to clear a building, or at least watch as many videos as you can on working angles, how to keep yourself as shielded as possible, how to open doors, especially how to open doors is something that a lot of people don't think about. It's very important, but just do your research and practice. When you're home alone, practice doing it. Go open closets, work your way around your house, plan where can you see from, where's a good vantage point that you can't be seen from everywhere. That's the one thing a lot of people don't think of. They think of, well, from this point right here, I can see everything in my house. Well, also anything in your house could see you too, because hopefully you're not having your house completely dark, because that just invites bad people. So you got to remember things like that too. But as far as, like I said, practice, just practice, make it fun. It doesn't have to be anything real super serious or anything like that. Just do it. Jonathan the Ho paid his $2 tithe to Phil. Didn't say nothing because we all know why. We'll have a moment of silence for him someday once we've confirmed it. Tim Mauler, well, just consider one of those times where I just stare at the screen and we have dead air. Just consider that a moment of silence for whoever needs it, because that happens a lot. Tim Moeller said, speaking of Trumpers and with weak minds, where have you been hiding Uber Trump anus liquor, never enough ammo? Well, he's been moving, so I don't know if he's in his new place yet or not. I know last time he was on our show, he was actively packing to move. So I didn't know he was that big of a Trumper. I don't pay attention to that stuff too much. Plus, sometimes I think he says stuff just to piss people off. I know, what a horrible thing to do. Piss people off, I swear. But no, I haven't. Maybe if he's settled, maybe we'll be happy. Wait, what's today? Today's fucking Thursday, isn't it? I was going to say we could do the podcast this week, but I didn't realize what day it was. So you said that, and I look up there and see it says Thursday, February 27th. I thought today was Tuesday. That's why I did my treadmill first, because I'm like, well, it's Tuesday. My son's going to want to watch Invincible from last week. I guess, did we do that already this week, or did I miss it? I thought today was Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, I don't think. Harold Wilkie's got an entry into the silver bullet draw and he paid off his debt to Phil. You mentioned not liking the SP101 LCR question mark. I have an LCR now, and I'm thinking about a GP100 or Red Hawk all 357. The SP101 is probably the bottom of the rung when it comes to steel snubby revolvers in 357 Magnum. And I made a video today where I specifically said why I consider it subpar to all the others, and I would never suggest getting one because there's always a better option. The only time I would ever suggest getting one is if you have all the other options and you're just wanting to complete a collection. But I think I'm too far away from my microphone here. The LCR, totally different story. The LCR is one of the best snubbies. Now, I would still put it behind ones that give you a 6-round option, but when it comes to 5-round option guns, especially lighter weight 5-round option guns, then it's tits above the SP100, 101. I mean, I like it a lot better. And I like GP100s. They got a lot of nice variations there. Are they as good as a 686? No. If you don't have a 686, get it instead of the GP100. But if you've already got a 686, get a GP100. Never hurts to diversify. And Red Hawks are just, I like the Red Hawks. They're nice. And they offer things that you can't get a lot in other guns. So now the Super Red Hawks I also really like. So. Let's see here. Let me get back to the chat here. That was Harold Wilkes. Michael C3PO put in his $2 tithe to Phil here and said, reckless endangerment, attempted murder. What were the charges against the dope that blasted his hand? I don't know, probably just charging a firearm in city limits without just cause, all kinds of things. There's a lot of stuff they'll slap on you. I wasn't privy to why he was arrested, but could have been assault. He was engaged in assault and he got taken down. And it probably could be assault with a deadly weapon since he ended up with a gun. So, which is probably the stupidest thing his little hoochie did was kick the gun over to him, because that was not a good idea. Everything could have been resolved before that. Up till it could have been resolved with people just walking away with hurt feelings and him with a broken nose. But yeah, so I don't really know, but couldn't be 1,000 things, especially in a city like Portland. Michael C3PO chimed in again with a $2 tithe to Phil. Must be trying to get on his good side for something. Do you think he can sue you or anyone else? No. He was actively engaged in assaulting people and got arrested for assault, plus probably 5-6 other charges. So it's kind of hard to sue someone when you're assaulting them. Now, if I'd have shot him in the hand, he might have been able to sue me, but I didn't. He did. In Discovery, you'll find out how effective those silver rounds are. Well, I don't think he fired a silver round. Silver rounds are the second round in my gun. He would have had to shot twice to fire the silver round. And I don't think he was a werewolf. If he was a werewolf, I don't think I'd have taken him down so easy. I mean, I'm pretty tough for an old guy, but I'm not tough enough to take down a werewolf. Not one-on-one. Not in a fair fight. Not happening. Let's see. Where are we at here? I think I got all those super chats answered, so we'll move on. We're all caught up over here. Let me get to the live chat. Oh, I got to do emails first. I almost forgot to do the emails. I know I've got one. Fire Goozy sent in this email. He got the new CSXE series, and I asked him to weigh in on it once he knew something about it. And he said, put 112 rounds downrange today and did not have a malfunction at all. Doesn't surprise me. The 3.6-inch barrel makes for very good accuracy for a small gun. The trigger pull is very 1911-like, not a nice 1911 trigger, but very similar. Just a little free play, take up before hitting a defined wall. No mush on the brake itself. A clean but heavy brake. Before shooting, my trigger gauge average a little over 6. Oh, that's heavy for that. But reset is fairly short, but a little crunchy. Yeah, that's what seems like. It still has a lot of the same problems the first one had. Not bad enough to matter to me, but it's a weird reset. Did not affect my shooting. I'm not someone who shoots from reset myself. Being a revolver shooter, I've never really trained for the quick shot on reset. I'm let my finger go forward, because revolver, you want to let that finger go all the way forward. You don't want to short stroke that trigger. And since I don't shoot semi-autos a lot, I don't really shoot from reset. My biggest gripe is the trigger guard digs into my knuckle with a tight grip. That's not good. But overall, I'm happy with it. It's balanced gun when shooting and carrying. I like it, and it comes with 3 mags. Woo, well, that's good. But yeah, I don't know that it sounds much better than the original. The reason I hated the original was because of that trigger. It was too heavy. It was clunky. It was not a great reset. So I don't know if you're comparing it to the first one or not and saying it's better, or if it's just got the same problems. Supposedly the trigger's much better. Maybe what you're saying is testament to that, but I don't know. I don't know if you ever shot one of the first ones. They were horrible. I did not like them at all. I think that was the only email I got today, other than someone asking me to make MAGA nets. Oh, wait, no, I got one more. Let's see here. This is from Ghost Shadow. Share screen, Winder, boom, boom. This can be easily used with one hand. Yeah, I wouldn't want to really fire it much with one hand, and I definitely wouldn't want to fire it in close quarters, but it could be fired with one hand. All right, let's go. Where was I? I got to close this. Close. There we go. All right, I got to go over here to the super chats now. I think that was all the emails. I didn't see any others. Team Trump wants to sell me some straws. No more paper straws. Why do you advertise it like that? I hope they're like metal or heavy duty reusable straws. Because why would anyone be against paper straws, against plastic straws? The two options to get rid of plastic straws are either paper straws, which work just fine. Hell, I grew up with paper straws. When I was a kid, that was the most common straw. They work fine. They don't last forever, but they work fine. They're waxed paper. They work just fine. Or reusable straws. And you can't use reusable for like fast food and stuff, but I have stainless steel straws in my house is what I have. Why would you say no more paper straws to make it sound like we're owning the libs? Just say reusable straws. Why do you got to be divisive? I assume they're reusable. I would think they're selling plastic branded straws with the Trump logo on them. That's just people buy anything, I guess, when their Lord and Savior tells them to. All right, where was I at on questions over here? I got to find where I can't go all the way back up. I'm out of. It's got me down to the bottom. Do you think we should be able to throw rotten fruit and veggies at politicians like they show in the movies? Well, I think you can. You might get arrested for assault, but go for it. I don't care. It's fine. It's okay with me if you're asking my permission. Bow hunters hate gun hunters. I don't think that's right. I was a bow hunter. And my family also hunt with guns. I just didn't really hunt with a gun much. And then I got older, never hunt again. Swore I would never, ever, ever hunt again. Unless, of course, I was starving. Then I'd go back on that. But never was ever going to kill anything I didn't have to kill again. And I've told that story in chat before. Leave Yankee alone. He's a nice guy and does so much for us. He spends every day with us. Who's not leaving me alone? How much practice you reckon one would need to hit a 1 by 1.5 inch target with a cheap red dot at 150 yards? Well, not a lot. Are you shooting the gun? Are you braced when you're shooting the gun? Is the red dot on target? What's the MOA of the red dot? Wouldn't be hard at all. If you could still see, it's magnified, you can see that far and you can get it on target, wouldn't be that hard. But for me, it'd be next to impossible because I ain't seeing anything at that distance unless it's really magnified. I want to buy a house with acreage. Am I allowed to make background into rage like you do? Depends on where you live, I guess. If you bought 2 acres in the middle of the city, no. If you buy 5 acres out in the middle of nowhere, probably. .92 would make a fairly fine pistol for home defense. I think he meant defense. What finish of the .92 is best, please? Oh, it don't matter. Whichever one you like. You got your choice between black, stainless, baby shit, brown. Whatever one you like, gun's going to function the same. The black ones, I think, look nice, especially with a stainless barrel and stuff, or a high polished one like my pimp gun. The finish just is all aesthetic. So it's still going to function the same. Now, some people might say, well, black, because there's not going to be any glare on it like your high-polished stainless. Well, my high-polished stainless I wouldn't use for home defense. And matte stainless doesn't really show much in the dark either. It's not all that reflective. It's no more reflective than the black. Smith & Wesson revolvers are best in the West, but their polymer ones aren't so good. My 2 cents. Thanks for the free show. But I love their revolvers. I'm not a fan of the M&P series guns, period. And some of the newer ones, like the M&P 5.7, I'm just like, well, that's just garbage. I don't know why they bothered to make that. That was just looked like they slapped it together to keep up with Ruger and some other people, but it wasn't good. Michael C3PO chimed in once again over here, paying his tithe to Phil, says, what round was it? Must have been a significant wound. What round was it? Well, it was that night I had Hornady critical defense in there and 1 werewolf round, because when I went to load it to go out that night, I could only find, and they're still sitting here right here. For some reason, I could only find 3 of my Underwoods. So I was like, well, I can't put just 3 run Underwoods in there. So I went in my drawer and I got out 4 Hornadies and a silver bullet and loaded it with that. So it was Hornadies that night. I wish I had forgotten to put the silver bullet in. I almost didn't put it in. I wish I hadn't. I wouldn't have lost it. Let me see where we are here. I think we got an order placed over on the website. Someone supporting the TYMP. It was Rod Hebron. Did he get the protest shirt? Yes, he did. He got the cotton shirt. Like I said, people better get those if they want them because they're going to be very similar to the Pikachu shirts and they're going to be gone. And I get people all the time wanting the Pikachu shirt. And I'm like, well, now you can't have it. He didn't want it when it was available. I hardly sold any. I sold like 10 when they were available. And then as soon as it became unavailable, people were like, where's the Pikachu shirt? I wanted to get one. I'm like, well, you should have got one the first week it was up because that's fucking hard shirt to keep up. They're real touchy about stuff. All right, where were we at? What was I saying? What was I doing? Let's get back to the questions. I think we're all caught up over here. John Heasley was the last one. Well, not John Heasley. Michael C3PO was the last one. And then let's see. You reckon the cartels know how much of a sitting duck they are against a single Apache attack helicopter? Well, of course they do. Well, they're not stupid. Why do you think they line their cocaine-filled stocking with locals working them and encourage them to even live in houses and shacks and stuff on the properties and, you know, stuff like that? It's because they want to be able to scream, oh, look at all these innocent civilians killed if anybody comes in shooting. They're not stupid. They don't just go like, there's a big base out somewhere and they're like, here's where the hell is, nobody innocent here. No, they're like, here's a church and we operate out of it, or there's one right next door, and you know. Hello, I'm making my bi-monthly shower today. I'm taking my bi-monthly shower today. My entire fam knows to leave me alone during your life. Taking this bi-monthly shower today. Well, that's not good. You should shower more than that. Even I shower more than that. And I only shower twice a week. That's 8 times a month I shower. That's twice weekly. Would that be bi-weekly? I don't know. I never can tell. It's bi-weekly twice a week, or is it once every 2 weeks? If shotgun isn't good for home defense, I don't go hunting. Why would I need a shotgun? Beretta shotguns are best. I like Beretta shotguns, but shotguns are one of those essential have-arounds, do everything guns. Shit ever goes down, civil unrest, shotgun's a great defense. Nothing better to guard that front door with than a shotgun. What if your trailer is mostly open? Well, why would your trailer be open? Close your damn doors. What are you doing? What brand of ammo do you EDC? Usually Underwood Extreme Penetrators or Fort Scott TUIs. I like solid copper. Last time I saw Donald's wife was during inauguration. Did she leave her behind in New York? I do not know. I don't pay much attention. Hey, Yankee, what do you think about the laser bullets for training? I use one all the time. I have one I use a lot in my Beretta in the house. I shoot things. You know, boom, shoot down the wall. Boom, shoot that. Shoot the light switch. Shoot people on TV. Shoot Rachel Maddow's big head if I see a commercial come on or something. Which I don't really see a lot of commercials. Sometimes I'll see them on, like, when you start something up on Netflix and stuff, they play commercials now at the beginning and you got to skip them. I don't know when that fucking started. 8 shots, 357 Magnum Bear for HD and air weight for EDC. Oh, that'll work. Paul Harold, I think he means Harold. The YouTuber is gone. He went to the shooting range in the sky. Yes, I know that's been a while now. Assault with intent to commit sexual abuse is a misdemeanor in Iowa. Well, one of the many reasons not to live in Iowa, I guess. Unless you're into that, I guess. I need a wrench for your channel. It'll make you feel better. Yeah, right. Hello, red dot lasers or anything else for pistols make sense? Well, I'm not a big fan of lasers as much as I am red dots. Red dots are awesome. Lasers, you still got to be able to see the laser on the target. So, house clearing defenders have 1, 2, 3 advantage. Find a defensive position and stay put unless that option is not viable. Well, I don't know if that's viable in a lot of situations. You don't want someone roaming through your house and have access to your children or something. Pets and vets and toys for tots are all real, y'all. He even films the. Well, did anyone say they weren't? I don't think anybody has said they weren't. That'd be kind of a hard one to say that it isn't. Do you think domestic violence and sex offenders with misdemeanors should own guns? Of course. Are they not in prison? Well, then, yeah, they should own guns. If their crime is serious enough to put them in prison, put them in prison. If it's not, then they get to keep their rights. Thanks for free show. I'm what you consider a freeloader. Yes. A Florida woman pretended to be her dead mother for 19 years to obtain $340,000 in veterans benefits. It's sad that they only got that much in almost 20 years, though. How much is that? Like $16,000, $17,000 a year? Not a lot for a veteran. Shiny finished guns, not good for CCW and EDC. No, they're fine. A lot of people don't like them because of the glare off of them, the glint off of them, but I don't know what they think they're going to be doing. My friend wants to turn a shipping container into an indoor range for us. Genius or retard? Well, people turn indoor shipping containers into a lot of things. They make houses out of them, so I'm sure it could be a fine little shooting range. I'd probably put 2 or 3 of them in line. That would be nice. You have to put something on the walls and stuff to make it to where they don't ricochet or go through the walls. So it'd be a lot of work. I think I'd rather just build a concrete building. Sky lanterns are illegal in a lot of states as well as fireworks. Where sky lanterns are dangerous. People just light a candle in a little thing and send it off. Here, start a fire somewhere, forest fire, house fire, or something. Never understood that in practice. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We want bathing suits. Please make bathing shorts and put your face on it. We'll sell like hotcakes. Wouldn't sell at all. Did you send my bowl? No, but my son gets his car back tomorrow, so we'll get your stuff and we'll get it sent. But I heard today that he got his car back, gets his car back tomorrow. I thought he got it back yesterday, but he just went in to check on something. Or if he went, they called him or something. I don't remember what it was. He said something. I thought he got it back yesterday, but he didn't get it back. He doesn't get it back till tomorrow. Where am I? What's your take on the Echelon? Yes, I know about the Greenfield Armory story. Honest opinion. We don't really have one because I haven't shot it. It looks like a nice gun. Can't really say anything negative about its design or its features or anything like that. But since it is what it is, I would never buy one. So I've never had a chance to shoot one. I've never even held one. My dealer's never even got one in. I don't think he's a big. Springfield Armory don't sell big around here. So I don't never even seen one. Some jackboot thug pig snagged that silver bullet, right, and said it was only loaded with 5 rounds and one it would have been loaded with 4 rounds and one empty. Because he shot one of them. That would have been 1 out of 5, so there's only been 4 left. But I hope someone got it. I'd rather it be in somebody's hands and they be prepared to defend against a werewolf. So if there was some cop who, when they were emptying that out for evidence and said, this is a silver bullet, and I've always been afraid that a werewolf's going to get me when I'm on duty one day. I hope they have a little, one shot 357 Derringer or something. They can put it in, boom, take out a werewolf. If things ever go bad, use it as their backup. I would rather it be in their hands than sitting somewhere. I'd rather see it save somebody's life from a werewolf. I know who Gary is. He's in the big shooting range in the sky. Who's Phil? Oh, that's blasphemy. I will not engage in such blasphemous talk. I just won't. Do your research. Oof. I've heard of a bolt action rifle chambered in 270 referred to as a do everything rifle. I don't think so. There's a lot of things bolt action won't do. Bolt actions are good hunting rifles or sniping rifles. That's about it. I wouldn't say they're great for much of anything else. Make sure I'm all caught up over here. How much time we got left? Oh, we're about out of time, but I got a couple questions over here I got to answer first. Micah Dial chimed in here and said, because Paul needs a hand, I guess they were in the house a while. Maintenance guy said talk to them 2 weeks ago. What are we talking about? Okay, now I don't know what's going on. What's he talking about? Got me all confused. Does anybody remember any topic like that we've talked about tonight? I don't remember anything like that we've talked about tonight. I don't know. Maybe someone will enlighten me. Johnny Mandrick chimed in again and said, what's the Yankee pets update? Well, all the pets are doing fine. Django is healing from his injury to the best he can. He's kind of hit a plateau on his weight. He still needs to lose 3 or 4 more pounds before he can get the surgery because he's above the maximum weight. We're hoping once spring comes and we can get him out and get him a little more active, that he won't re-injure himself and then he'll lose a little more weight. And I think he's got arthritis in his back hips from where he was heavy for so long. But otherwise, he's living a good life. Turnip's fine. Today was nice. Today is like 64 degrees outside, so he's out running around, chasing bunnies and laying on the deck and stuff. Maisie's a bitch, as she always is, and Sherman's the cutest, sweetest little kitty you'd ever know, except for when it comes to Maisie. He likes to torture her. But that's about it on the pets. Django, I'm still trying to save up for his surgery. It's going to be like $8,000. And make sure we caught up over here. Yep, Johnny Mandrick was the last one. Make sure we're caught up over here. Trailers looking for full trailers was the last one. That's it for us today. We are out of time. So I want to thank everybody who showed up tonight, everybody who helps keep the chat moving along with topics. And remember, ask insightful topics. I don't mind. I don't mind when I say things that lose subs. I'm not here about subs. So never feel afraid to ask me how I feel about, a politician or a policy or whatever. I'll let you know. Or any touchy subjects, whatever. I don't find things taboo. I think if you say something's taboo and you can't talk about it, that just means people aren't allowed to have an informed opinion about it. So I don't like that whole idea. So feel free to ask whatever you want. But thanks to the people who did show up. Thanks to the people who asked questions. Thanks to the people who helped support the channel. Remember, if you want the cotton shirt, get it quick, or get one of the other shirts. Get the Peg Leg Pete shirt. That shirt doesn't sell. It hasn't sold, I think, but like 3. And that's one of the best designs I've ever done. So go get something, support TYMPPP. If you are a recipient from last month from TYMPPP, the orders are already in at Grab-A-Gun, so hopefully you'll be hearing something soon. I did have to send him an email today, make sure he still had my credit card on file. I didn't know if they do or not. So I didn't hear anything back, so I assume they do. Yeah, I assume they do. It's a recipe for pumpkin pancakes. Gross. I don't like the sound of that at all. But like I said, thanks to everybody that helps out with the channel. You're all the reason we're still here. YouTube's trying to get rid of us. You're all making it harder for them. So thanks for that. Thanks for everything you do. I appreciate it. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.